Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Build exclusively with Antonio T. Smith Jr. Glad to have each and every one of you on. Today is Wednesday, June 21st, 2023. As this recording, special things going on, summer solstice, and today is the 48th anniversary of my parents. And y'all didn't need to know that, but I'm excited, so I wanted to give them a shout out to Essie and Mary Sanders. Happy anniversary to you all. Without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to the young lady who is affectionately known as the freckled one, the one who was dancing because she got a song in her head right now.
Yeah, it's loud too.
And she is a very creative soul, great spirit, and loves to when the ideas pop, she want to tell you right, hey, oh, you gotta do this. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Deanna Marie.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. So the song that's playing in my head is blessings on me, blessings on me. Everywhere I go, there'll be blessings on me. Antonio introduced me to that song, and it just in the mornings before, that's like one morning we discussed having was it one morning or was it I can't remember which one, but we discussed having a morning routine. My morning routine is I wake up, I set up my laptop to work, and then I put on music. And I put on one song, and I let that song play over and over and over again. And Blessings was one of those songs. And then this morning, since it's summer solstice, so happy summer solstice to those who celebrate. I was on my way to Jack in the Box because my dad wanted breakfast. The willpower was strong on this morning. All I got was a coffee because that bacon ultimate cheeseburger was looking good. And I can eat a burger for breakfast. Don't play with me. But anyways, the willpower was strong. And the song, it's the Clark Sisters. It's my favorite song, and I can't think of the song right now. But it
Blessed
played,
Life?
huh?
Blessed Life?
No, ma'am. No,
Yeah.
ma'am. When I sing it, you'll know. The part that came on the radio, because I knew it was for me, was
I'm looking for a miracle.
no, not that one. It's it would have been me. It should.
Oh, Blessed and Highly Favored.
Yes, that came on. And when I tell you, I used to go in on that song. I used to be in my car crying. Man, let me tell you something. Because if you knew, if you only knew. But so that's my morning routine. I listen to the things, I pour into myself, I celebrate. Now. Every morning I get up and celebrate. And that morning routine gets my day going. So it's important for you as business owners to have a morning routine, because just not even as a business owner, but just as people, as humans, as mind, body, spirit complexes, you should have a morning routine to get you going. I don't know if y'all noticed, like this week, last week, I get on here and I'm sitting here just dancing, rocking, drinking coffee, because I done been up for about a good hour and a half, 2 hours already. The other times when y'all see me, I was just getting up 30 minutes prior to. I'm still waking up, ain't got my coffee yet, but it gets your day going. It sets the tone for the day. So when it comes to who you are, when it comes to your business, remember a couple of weeks ago, a few weeks ago, we were talking about your personal life and how your personal reflects into your business. So today what we're going to do is, because with that routine, we also have to there's a future in that. Your routine also helps you determine your future, how you get things going, how you get started with things. So in business with artificial intelligence, we need to consider the fact that we need to start future proofing our businesses. So the question for today is, what steps could be taken to future-proof your business against rapid advancements in artificial intelligence technology?
Well, Deanna, that old saying, early to bed, early to rise helps a man be healthy, wealthy, and wise.
Mm.
And I've just followed that my whole life. I got up with my dad, like I was saying before, every morning, 4:30 or something, he'd have my coffee sitting at my chair and my mom's at hers. And that was my favorite time. And so I just always developed that. And I was always in bed at 8 o'clock. So, that was back then, but I still follow that. And I've been up since 4:30 and I've put in a day's work already. Totally a day's work. But then when I sit down here, I know those things are done and I'm focused but I've been at my computer working. I've done things around the house. I do my workout first thing in the morning. All those things get done so that I'm energized and ready to go. And I've done that my whole career, and working and everything else. It works. It totally works. When you stay up late and try to get up early, you can do it for a little while, but eventually you'll get into a pattern of going to sleep. I'm probably asleep by 10:30, and then I'm up at 4:35, and it's just automatic. But I feel good. By the time I get on this call, I feel energized. I've done what I needed to do for myself to be healthy. And then when I sit down, I'm okay with doing that. And I can take in what I'm learning. And like you say, if you just roll in and get on here and you're a few minutes late and you're trying to find everything, you're not into it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So it totally works. And what I've done, pretty much my whole life.
Thank you for sharing, Miss Susan. Thank you very much.
And elders have done that. I mean, that's the way it was before. That because you get up and you do the crops and all those things that have to be done before the day. So
You can't do that. You can't go check on the crops and weed and harvest at 12 noon. It's too hot.
Yeah. So thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you. And my grandmothers used to do the same thing. One grandmother was up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I had hot chocolate. The other grandmother was up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I had hot tea. So because I was, I don't know, I felt them moving around. So it would be just me and them up early in the morning. But again, your routine will mentally prepare you so you can have that mental clarity to future-proof your business. So Antonio is going to, I don't know if he's co-teaching with me today or if he's just sharing. Normally when his screen is on, so I don't know, but Antonio has something that he wants to share with us to help us with today's topic. And again, the question of the day is, what steps could be taken to future-proof your business against rapid advancements in artificial intelligence technology?
All righty. It could be a little bit of both. We'll see. First thing I want to show you is CNN drops in viewership as Fox News crushes the competition. CNN dropped 68%. Fox News crushes competition in Q2. And with 3 million viewers. Everybody remember that. 3 million viewers, average 487,000. And those ages are from 25 to 54. You can see them here. And of course, here's another source of that right here. Trusted sources. You can see this, Forbes, Statistica, trusted sources. Wow. Good job. Good job. However, Twitch streamer agrees to $100 million deal for 2 years. XQC, this just happened 4 days ago. He has 12 million subscribers. Rewind, press play. I just want to tell you that CNN dropped 68%, while Fox News crushes the competition with 3 million viewers. Good job. Yeah, this little guy here has 12 million viewers. Moves from Twitch. Kick buys him his contract, offers him 2-year deal for $100 million for his 12 million users. One person outperforming every news station combined. And that's not just one person. There are plenty like this. Plus, it may sign a mass exodus from Twitch, the #1 gaming streaming platform, because they take 50% of streamers' revenue, while Kick is only taking 5%. Plus, Twitch has a bunch of rules and regulations, and they ban a lot of people. Blah blah blah.
You ain't got to be a mathematician. You ain't got to be a mathematician. 50% versus 5%.
Yes, you don't have to be a mathematician at all. Not just that, Grace. Not just that. By comparison, just so we're clear, Grace, last year, LeBron James signed a $97.1 million deal with the Los Angeles Lakers.
Stop it. This man makes
Right.
$2.9 more million than LeBron.
Esports now pay the same as professional sports. Right under y'all nose. YouTubers now get paid the same as A-list select movie stars.
TV shows are picked up from YouTube and then streamed, and like YouTubers are getting Netflix contracts.
That's a fact. So what steps can be taken to safeguard yourself, future-proof yourself against AI? Firstly, you got to accept the fact you don't live in the world you think you do. You should start there. And this is from streaming. The same people the writers are complaining about, or the same technology the writers are complaining about today. Remember, I told you, while I respect that argument, it don't make any sense because they're arguing against the internet. As much as you want to future-proof yourself, if you keep doing things the way you've done, I told y'all 4 years ago, I showed you a stadium built just for esports in Philadelphia. I remember doing that. That's the first time one of our classes last 3 hours, I was amazed. My friends, future-proofing yourself against AI is vital. You know why? Because, Adonia, this right here has nothing to do with AI. Imagine when he starts using it. All right. Can we have a healthy conversation now? Deanna, if you don't mind, let's keep this topic, throw the whole script out. Y'all are behind. You just need to own it. You need to eat it. And I know you're behind, but doing something about it. You're like Susan, but doing something about it. I get that. Like Melissa, but doing something about it. But we need to have an honest, real conversation that is powered by a bunch of solutions that we can implement today. We need to catch this summer solstice energy and ride that wave. Okay, go ahead, Deanna. And when Deanna talks, hold on. We're gonna have a good conversation. So if you can get to cameras, get ready to cut them on if you can. If not, don't worry about it. But we'll have a good conversation. Okay, go ahead, Deanna.
As an author, as a professional speaker, as someone someone building my education in herbs, in holistic healing, my thought process is I want people to be able to sit with me wherever they are. And you and I have had a conversation about this before. So my thought process is I need to start preparing for virtual reality. And with all of the artificial intelligence that Rhino Leg is going to provide for me, because I'm definitely like, I'm a beta tester. Like, I can't wait. I want my new toy. I want to play with my new toy today.
Mhm.
But for me, I want people to be able to put on a pair of Oculus or Oculi. I don't know the and sit with me wherever they are, because that's where the world is heading. You know, I watched a movie with Antonio called Ready Player One, and everybody from the 8-year-olds to the 88-year-olds were all in virtual reality. Like, they were in that world. Like, they were losing houses and losing money and committing murders and crimes behind being inside of this virtual reality world.
Yeah, you got another 20 years for that's a reality for sure. Probably less than that. Actually, I would say less than that.
I would agree with you. So if I want to future-proof my business, then I need to start preparing for a world in virtual reality, a Deanna Marie world in virtual reality, where when they come into the main gameplay area and they're looking at the different worlds that they can go into, there's my world, and they can just walk in and see, you know, unicorns flying around, because it would only make sense to me that my horse has wings and has a horn. That's just me. You know, there's rainbows, but like like when you walk into my world, you walk into a child's mind, because there's no funner place to be than in the mind of a kid. But I need to start preparing for that. When, you know, and inside of this world, there's a room where you can go and watch my videos and my keynotes. There's a room where you can sit and listen to, you know, my podcasts and my audios. There's a room where you can just go and sit, and it's like you're at a beach with a rainbow colored sky. Instead of it just being blue, it's the color of the rainbow. You know, there's a meditation room that you can go to. Then you have my library that you can go into. So my thought process on future proofing my business is the end goal is everything being in a virtual reality world, like the Deanna Marie brand is its own world in virtual reality, because that's where we're headed. So why not start preparing today? Like Antonio, we showed you yesterday in Antonio's chatbot scripts. He had that before Alexa and Siri people were really like they weren't using it like they're using it today. It was a thought that had become a reality, but you still had the only people that were using it were the innovators, the early users, the early subscribers. Now kids use it like it ain't nothing. That's how they communicate with each other. That's how they talk. My son sends me text messages. I think he's texting me, and no, he's using the voice to speech command to talk to me. So that's what I'm seeing when I think about future proofing my business for the rapid artificial intelligence growth.
Okay, so you give me an idea. Everything you said is great. But did anybody want to chime in on that?
You don't go after good preaching. Go ahead. Oh, but Law does. Law got to say it though.
Go ahead, Law.
I was gonna chime in what D. Marie was saying. I think that it's so insane because like I watch my own nephew, and that's how he communicates to text, and he's been
Mhm.
doing that since he was what, by like 2 or 3, and we didn't realize until a couple of years later, like, oh, this is how this little boy is communicating via text. I think it's insane that automatically it really goes off in their minds that this is how you should do it, and because I would have never thought about that, but they're just so
Right.
more advanced with the technology of today.
Right. Because we're old and stubborn. That's the we're old and stubborn. We don't run the world no more. We think we do. We don't. We don't run the world. We're old and stubborn. We've gotten to the point now to where we say things like, but these kids need to learn how to read so they can text the right way. Silent comments pass by. So we're gonna play a game. Grace, firstly, John, everything you said, you can go to ChatGPT right now and say, hey, can you help me build a virtual reality platform for my business? You can do that right now and just follow each step over and over. It's going to give you general answers at first. And then when they give you general answers, you're going to say, okay, inside this general answer, what steps can I take to do this? You can do that right now. Right now.
Do
Every
you want
last
me to
person
share
here.
my screen so you can help me prompt it? Because you know me, I'm a
Sure. You can share your screen. That doesn't bother me. Y'all can do that right now. This is not, and the best way to do this is, well, yeah, go ahead and just ask. Then just say, I need to build a virtual reality platform for my business, comma, which is, and then put your business. Now you gotta be specific here. So just say herbal, this, and that. What is your business? Is it a teaching platform, counseling platform? Well, I'll tell you what, we'll make it, yeah, okay, yeah. You can put holistic health platform.
hold on.
But narrate as you type though. We on TV.
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. I was waiting for you to narrate.
No, I'm a talk, but you can narrate what you type in.
Okay.
No.
I need to build a virtual reality platform for my business, which is professional speaking, holistic healing and health.
Then put a period. And what it, well, you put all your stuff there and then
author, being a wife, being a teacher, a spiritual leader, and a big kid.
all right,
My
that's a lot. So we need to simplify that. We need to simplify this.
Okay.
How do you want them to show up to your reality platform? Are they sitting on a couch, or do you have modules, games, and places? Like what are you attempting to do here?
So when they show up, so when they go into the virtual world, because so the structure of a virtual world that I have in mind is player ready 1. So when they go in, they're at the main, like they're on the home screen.
You can stop right there.
Okay.
You can stop right there. The structure I would like to provide for the virtual reality world is an environment that houses different worlds inside of it. In a sense, my customers can walk into the holistic healing world and get everything holistic healing. Likewise, they can go into the author world and get everything author related. You can follow this pattern, so on and so on. Follow this pattern, so on and so on.
Are we using brevity too? You know, I like brevity.
No, we don't want brevity here.
Okay.
Can you, I have more than one desire from you, but first let's begin with the steps I will need to create my virtual reality platform. I will also need the gaming mechanics
Yes.
that come along with it. All right, you get in.
All right. Hold on, because Grace is like me. I got you, Grace.
This is a good time for me to show y'all the difference between ChatGPT. Send me that same prompt. This is a great
Gotcha.
time. And then you can just keep your screen shared.
Oh.
This is just a great time for me to show y'all the difference between 4 and 3.
Okay, so building a virtual reality platform with different worlds inside it can be an exciting and complex endeavor. Yes. To help you get started, I'll outline some steps you can follow to create your virtual reality platform along with gaming mechanics. Number one thing you need to do is define your goals. Clarify your objectives for the virtual reality platform. What specific experiences do you want to provide to your customers? How do you envision integrating your various roles, professional speaking, holistic healing, authorship, teaching, etc., into the platform? Number two, conduct market research. Analyze the market for virtual reality platforms and immersive experiences related to your fields of interest. Okay, identify existing solutions and evaluate their strengths and weaknesses. This research will help you understand what works well and how you can differentiate your platform. Then you this is going to be the fun part. I'm talking while I'm reading. Conceptualize your virtual reality worlds. So based on your goals and research, brainstorm different worlds or environments that align with each of your roles. Consider the unique features, the aesthetics, and interactions you want to incorporate into each world. This is where your creativity can shine, allowing you to create engaging and immersive experiences. So like one of these things would be, like I said, when you first walk into my world, it's like the sky is the color of the rainbow. Because when you walk into my world, I just want you to see rainbows everywhere. And then, there's Pegasus flying. There are unicorns with wings, there are, the big, what is the sphinxes everywhere, walking around and flying around, there are fish out of water walking like, on Dr. Seuss, one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish, stuff like that. Like that. So when you want to conceptualize your virtual reality worlds, that's my world. My world is the world of a kid. And then from there, each world is different. So the authorship world looks like this. The holistic world looks like this, stuff like the holistic world. For me, you're walking into this beautiful, huge room that's just one big garden. Then the authorship, you're walking into this library with, different rooms in it. One room has nothing but ocean. So you're reading while you're watching the ocean, stuff like that. So conceptualize your virtual reality worlds, then plan the technical infrastructure. Okay. So that's when I will sit with Antonio, be like, hey, what technical requirements am I going to need for my platform? Because you'll need to consider hardware, you'll need to consider software, networking, and user interfaces. That's not my strength. My strength is number 3, conceptualize your virtual reality worlds. So I would go to Antonio, then design the user interface and experience. So I'm going to sit with Antonio, and as we are designing this, because I'm also a big learner. I like learning things. And I've realized that when it comes to programming and building and things like that, it's like a big puzzle to me. So I'm gonna sit next to him, the only time that I will share my puzzles, because I don't share puzzles. Like, I'm a kid, like, leave my puzzles alone. Then you want to develop the interactive gaming mechanics, then build and test your platform, the fun part, get to play with it, and then expand and refine.
Okay. Obviously, you're excited and having fun. Let me just stop right there and know that she's already one step, a lot of steps closer to her world. Pull that back up real quick. I was going to show you 4, but 3 did a really good job. I don't really need to show you 4. What you're going to do now is you're going to highlight number 1. Go down to your prompt area, shift enter twice for me, and paste it. You didn't follow my order, but that's okay.
Sorry, yeah, I did it backwards.
Now go up to your original prompt for me, please. I need you to go where you're describing your business. So start with which is, start there, please.
Mm-hmm.
And then go all the way down to you can follow this pattern, so on and so on.
Am I copying? You can follow the
please.
pattern. Okay,
Yes, please.
got it.
Now you're going to type in, can you, go to your prompt area. Can you help me define my goals for my virtual reality platform, comma, paste, enter. All right, then. This is why we asked for those original steps, because we're going to follow those steps. It's thinking, and now it's going to help you define your goals because you don't know your goals.
Right.
You know what you want. You don't know your goals. Cool.
Cool.
All right, then.
Right.
Certainly. There we go. Based on your roles as professor, speaker, holistic healing, author, wife, teacher, spiritual leader, and big kid, here are some potential goals for your virtual reality platform. And then bam, these are your goals. Of course, you can get a more extensive list after ChatGPT finishes. You can then say, can you give me 5 more that do not repeat this list? You can go on and on and on until you are satisfied. Stop the screen real quick. Let's let that happen off screen.
It said health exploration. I would
No
have
doubt.
that one.
Is anyone impressed yet? Is anyone thinking outside their own box yet?
Goodness, this is, wow. Okay.
Grace, do me a favor and repeat the topic for us.
Today's topic, what steps could be taken to future-proof your business against rapid advancements in AI technology?
We're getting ready to move off Deanna into another person, and I'm getting ready to play a little game with y'all first, but can you see that she is AI proofing her business by herself? So for somebody like Adonia could do this work and go back to the same example yesterday, because she needs to know what she's talking about. That's what she said. Because she don't want to buy and hand her garbage. That's what she said. So she can do this work, have her goals clearly defined, and then pass it to someone who can handle the prompts from there after she is satisfied that there's no room for error. Just do what I said. And that goes for any of you.
You know,
I'll show you-
Antonio,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sitting here thinking, like, how in the world would I use AI? I mean, not AI, but virtual reality. I'm just not a gamer kind of person. But, and so I'm already like, nah, I can't do that. All of a sudden, as Deanna was talking, I thought of something, which is really weird. People have trouble having difficult conversations. Wouldn't it be interesting to have an AI to help them go through, practice, rehearse, having that conversation using AI so they can have their conversation that hopefully will be successful. So
Absolutely.
I had a block until just now that maybe there would be some way that I can bring AI into a business. So thank you
Yeah.
for the conversation. I'd have never, ever thought about it. And I'd have like, "Ugh, I'm not interested." Automatically would have shut down.
I'm so glad you brought it up, because there are AI, I'll show you one later. There are AI psychology and counseling programs. I'm a part of one of them because I like it. And I was trying to duplicate it with Rhino Leg moving forward. But anywho, so I'll show y'all that here in a second. I think I named my AI assistant Patrick, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, hi, Patrick.
Yeah, Patrick seems like a nice guy to me, so I just named him Patrick.
Well,
Yeah.
Patrick.
Well, it had to be a guy because I didn't want a girl. It had to be a guy. But Adonia said something powerful. I'm not in the games. Virtual reality has very little to do with games. The gaming industry is just poised to strike first. Soon, to be honest with you, you're already doing virtual reality when you get, how many of you after the pandemic, your doctor visits have been over Zoom or some version of it, some video conference? That's virtual reality. It's virtual reality. It's just you're not virtually in it yet. Soon you will have some sort of device. Soon your doctors will be able to diagnose you with some haptic gear or something. Who knows? Who cares? That's irrelevant. But what is, I got you, Deanna. What is relevant is you're already there. If I'm not mistaken, Adonia was one of the first people that I seen have a private funeral for her dad, which had some sort of virtual, like if family came in here, we'll film you in somehow or something. Didn't you do that, Adonia, if I'm not mistaken? Because that was like, I remember when you said that, I was impressed.
Absolutely not for my father, because my father is not somebody that don't want nobody looking at him, don't want, almost like me, we're not trying to be on nobody's nothing. He'd have had a fit. Now I had an aunt who snuck in the camera and got snatched because
Gotcha.
we knew my dad would have a moment. So we did not do that, but we can only have 20 people at that time. Only
Right.
20 people could be there, and he has 12 brothers and sisters. So you can imagine how challenging that was.
That was very challenging. That was very challenging. Very challenging.
We
They had
attend several funerals online.
see,
Yeah.
it's already changing, y'all. 10 years ago, that would have been asinine. Completely offensive. Completely offensive. Today, it's convenient. Go ahead,
Well,
Deanna.
people are scattered more than ever,
Right.
even into other countries. So
Yeah.
travel is not an option or not convenient.
Or $3,000 to get there.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah. Expense to go, the time off, which, it can be at least 4 days with travel.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just saving yourself time.
Yeah. Time, money.
Yeah.
Headache.
Hour on the Zoom and you're good to go.
Ain't God good. She's right. Because you're spending 3,000, but you're losing 3,000 because you're taking off from work, or you're taking your FMLA, or your vacation days, or whatever may be. But you was trying to save those because you was going to South Africa with your daughter. That's Adonia. You get what I'm saying? That you was trying to save those days. You understand what I'm saying? So we want to think about that we're already here. We're rejecting it until it's convenient for us. It's like we don't care about cancer until my brother get it. All of a sudden, I'm a cancer advocate now, right? It's not, nothing's bad until it happens to us. Something like that. Okay, go ahead, Deanna.
Oh, I was just gonna, when it comes to like doctor's appointments and stuff, I have a feeling it's gonna get to the point where you will be able to put on some type of device and your doctor will be able to scan you in real time
Sure.
in virtual reality.
I'm be one of the people that invent it.
Come on now.
Or buy the company who got to it first.
I will be with you because it'll allow for those who who aren't mobile to still be able to receive appropriate medical attention, because somebody can come to them, scan them with whatever device, and then on a Zoom chat or on virtual reality or in virtual reality, the doctor will be like, okay, we see this, 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 and this. So yes, we need you to come in, or no, we don't need you to come in, but we're going to send these prescriptions off to you because you have this, 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 and this. So that's where I see the medical field going in that direction.
But it has to at some point, because the medical field has a nurses shortage. Technology is one of the first places technology goes into is the medical field. Payrolls is high, utilities are high, and then I just don't want to get paid less. So if I can see 50 Adonias on one day instead of 5 Adonias in one day, I will. But I want it to feel like the work of 5. But I'm gonna need that money though, Janice. I'm gonna need the money immediately. Blue Cross Blue Shield, is that okay? And do you have a second one? Medicaid, outstanding. Janice, we have a spot for you. We sure do. We sure do. VA, okay. Well, we don't really like dealing with the VA, but that's okay. Second one, Blue Cross Blue Shield. Love it. Love it. Love it. There you go. There you go, Jonathan. You can come in too. No insurance. Well, I know a facility down the street. CEO Grace Sandals. She runs a great facility for, she's better equipped for people. We're just not equipped that way. Grace Sanders doing miracles down the road. She has payment assistant programs, all sorts of stuff. I'm sending a riffraff to Grace. You understand? I'm just doing it like a sales pitch.
Oh, what?
You know.
Instead of a rip route.
Down the street, Grace Sanders is doing a good job. She has amazing payment plans and amazing sponsors. They even give sponsorships. She's doing great work. She's totally reinventing the way healthcare goes. If you go down the street to Grace Sandals, because I only need the money. You understand? I only need the money. All right, back up. Deanna, show your screen. Remember, you're already in virtual reality. This is getting thick, y'all. This is getting big. Scroll down, let us see. Okay, so we got our goals. Provide immersive, got our goals, right? Provide immersive professional, blah, blah, blah. Keep going. Just scroll down faster. Scroll down faster. Scroll down faster. Authorship, showcase, bam. Okay. Watch this here. You ready now? I want you to go to number 1. Actually, go up to the top real quick so I can read. Okay, let me see. Define your goals. Bam. Scroll down. Stop right there. Conduct market research, plan the technical infrastructure. All right, hardware, software, bam, bam, bam. Okay, virtual reality, bam. All right. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go down to number 1, the last number 1. Highlight number 1. Okay. Let's do this. Create virtual environments where users can. Okay. So then let's just go create. You highlight that. You're going to go down to your chat here, and Deanna, you're going to say, I'm going to use the Unity engine to create my virtual reality experience. And I am familiar with C#. Can you show me the basic implementation for creating a virtual environment a virtual environment masterclass that houses, then I go up there, you're gonna go from speaking engagements, you're gonna highlight speaking engagements all the way to the whole last line.
Here.
Yep. Now you're going to copy and paste, paste that, please. It does this. Please include any imports that will be necessary for the basic code to work properly. Period, hit enter, and voila, Liana is now programming. I don't know why y'all be playing with me, man. I
Come
don't understand.
on with it. I got my first copy of virtual reality.
Yes, yes, you do.
Copy this for
Yes, you do.
y'all. Oh, looky.
Make sure you put it in the chat. And I
Yep.
want you to go back up to the code for me. No, I don't see it in the chat.
I'm pulling up my little thingy. There it is. Here's prompt number 3, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. In this masterclass environment, see, I knew what to do. In this masterclass environment, there is the virtual stage, the virtual auditorium, and the virtual conference room.
That is fly. Oh, I got a stage, auditorium, and a conference room now.
Stop your screen, Tara. Stop your screen, Tara. Just stop your screen.
Oh, snap.
Can we unmute our mic and at least throw some good energy in the air?
Man.
Hell
That-
yeah.
A volunteer. So thank you so
That
much,
was-
Adrian.
That was very, very, very awesome. Wow. Amazing.
Y'all got the prompts on your own. You have them. They're right there in the chat. Grace, make sure they arrive into the official notes. I know Melissa is like, ooh, Trient, right? Triennium. I know. Mhm.
Trient Cafe or Trient
Virtual.
in
Virtual. She asked for. She just threw some out there. Oh, you know what? I should get a virtual reality. And it seemed preposterous when she said it, Law. Not today. The dumbest thing you can think of is achievable today. Grace, remind us what we're talking about today. Let's see if we on topic. Let's see if we on topic, or let's see if we don't went ranting somewhere.
Today we are talking about what steps could be taken to future-proof your business against rapid advancements in AI technology.
You having virtual reality, is that future-proofing your business?
Heck yeah.
Because right now, your book, her herbal book, is a #2 bestseller. That's the truth. It's like 500 pages of fire. And wouldn't it be amazing if that keep catching fire and then you start it, or whether it be the fan club that I have of yours, doesn't matter, I don't care. But wouldn't it be awesome if you start funneling people who buy your book to some group and then they join your platform?
Right. And another thought process. So for authors, you can do this process and take your book in the virtual reality world. When they open up your book, if there's like a specific picture that you described in it, that picture shows up. So like for me, for my herb book, when they go into the library, the Deanna Marie World Library, and they pull out a book, like the short stories. So when they pull out a book, the story, it reads to them while the story plays out in like a digital way.
And
So-
we can see what the plant look like, because me and Adonia ain't got time to be picking poison ivy thinking it's something
Exactly.
else.
So when they open up the book to the herb, they can tap on that page, and then the herb comes up, and it's like this 3D version that's just circling around that they can see. Oh my God! All this stuff
The
is
last
so
thing I
fun.
want to do is get some poison ivy or something like it, Janice, and put it on my Barbie parts, thinking I'm doing something good.
Looky here. Okay. Okay.
So I'm gonna need to see these plants and touch them. How about that?
Walking around like you've been riding a horse for 2 years straight.
I learned early in life, leaves of 3, let it be. Y'all remember that saying? Leaves of 3, let it be. I learned early in life that there.
Seeds of 5 stay alive.
Okay. Well, Deanna, I'm gonna do one more prompt for you, okay? One more
Mhm.
prompt for you. One more
Okay,
prompt for
let me share my screen.
you. Okay. She was talking about that sticky icky. Sweet.
Okay, you saw it look on her face, huh?
Yeah. All right.
Okay, I'm ready.
Now, what you're gonna do now, Deanna, is you're gonna copy and paste your code. It's real simple.
Paste it here.
Yeah. And then you're gonna scroll up and in the prompt. And scroll down a little bit for me. Scroll down. Okay, right there. So I want you to stop. I want you to highlight called, that those two slashes are a comment. I need that. All the way down to logic for interaction. Copy that. Now I need you to go up, hit shift enter 3 times for me, please. There you go. Now I want you to type in, can you build out my logic concerning colon paste. And then you can put before concerning the following, put concerning the following. The full code is also below for reference.
So period after
Period.
following.
Mhm.
Okay.
Now you don't need the colon.
Okay, gotcha.
Now hit enter.
Okay, should I move this to the next
No,
line?
no,
Or-
no. Well, you
Okay.
can. Yeah, you can. There you go.
Sorry, it's bothering me right there. It looked out of place.
Not a problem. Hit enter. Now it's gonna build out a bit of that logic. See it?
Activate virtual stage. Activate virtual auditorium. Activate
Adonia, I'm
conference
killing
room.
it today, Adonia.
Oh,
I'm
great.
killing it today.
Grace.
Yeah, you showing off, whatever.
Oh,
Your big sister gonna try and keep you humble.
Mhm.
Whatever.
You know, my head already big. I can't be humble.
look at
It's not in my spirit. There you go. Using Unity Engine. We ain't even added machine learning yet. But here it
Okay.
is. She's got.
Oh,
Can you hood this up for me? What did you just do?
Let's look at the first one. I'll show you.
Oh,
No.
sorry.
Yeah,
Thank
no,
you.
good.
Yes, thank you for the first one. Yes.
Right. The first one was Antonio saying, all right, Johnny, you can do this, and that. Got it. And that's all it is. Those slashes mean comments. So there's that when you see that public void, that just think of that meaning start. Okay. This is just think of the meaning start for simplicity. And that means when Adonia puts on her glasses, remember, Diana said she wants them to walk into a room and things happen. That's the start. So this public void on interact means the moment Adonia interacts with the auditorium, it does something. Deanna gets to determine what that something is, but it does something. Is that okay? But that logic is not built out, Grace, because it's literally has a colon there. I mean, a comment there that says logic to handle user interaction, such as starting, scroll to the right, such as starting a speech, discussion, or interaction. So guess what we're going to do, Grace? Build that logic for starting that speech or that interaction, etc. That's why I had her copy that, because we wanted it specifically for that. So now so this is the code. Look how small it is. When you scroll down, go to the second code. It's obviously larger, but it has that logic in now. See that on interact, it now has things. If you scroll down, it's got the same things, but now it says, okay, let's create a random environment. And here is the activate the virtual stage, activate the auditorium, activate the conference room, scroll down. And then it builds out that virtual stage logic. We're not done yet because she's got to build out this logic, got to build out this logic, and got to build out that logic. The point is, though, she barely knows C#. You get it?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Stop right there.
what she's doing is building for when I put my Oculus on. I can.
She 100% has virtual reality code right there. That's 100%. It is incomplete due to the fact that there's no error handling. You know, what happens when Adonia try to touch 2 environments at one time? You need error handling for that, etc. You know, or what happens when her battery dies while she's in an environment? You need all that stuff. Does it log her out, or does it keep her logged in to where she can't get back in when her stuff is recharged? So you need error handling. It's incomplete, but it is actually virtual reality code. Is undeniable. Where's Chef J at? Because if anybody need virtual reality, it should be her cooking show, and you should hear sizzling when she flipping over meat.
Okay, can I
Yes,
just
ma'am.
grab something from you? I know I might not be as large.
Well, that's the game I'm going to play. The game I'm going to play
Oh.
is y'all going to ask me questions. But go ahead, though.
That is amazing. But I have a small question that I want to ask, because you just turned on a light in my mind
Good,
and helped me with the problem that I didn't know how to fix.
good.
And the problem was I kept getting locked out of stuff. I didn't know how to get back into stuff, and it would ask for a password, and I give it the password that I have, but I'm locked out because I didn't know why. But
Yep.
I believe that that is the answer that you just gave me, that when the power goes off, and because it still kept me in, then it locks me out because I don't have to log back in. Although I don't have to log back in, it's asking me to log back in, right? But I still can't get back in, which means that I had to create another site. Is that
That's
what
possible. Yeah, that's possible what's happening. There could be a few other things, but that is definitely possible.
Okay,
That's what's happening, no doubt about it.
thank you so much, because
You're
that,
welcome.
my mind was blown, because I'm like, I try to follow the steps that you and your team have been giving me to do. And I have been losing it because I'm like Shopify and other places, like, okay, I'm doing what I'm instructed to do, but it's not working. So that makes sense to me. Thank you.
Fair enough. Here is here's the truth. There's no such thing as problems anymore on planet Earth. Your only problem now is, how do I get artificial intelligence to understand what I'm trying to get it to do? That's the problem now. And if you so as far as it goes, there's 2 problems on planet Earth, and I'll include you, religious folk. Salvation, and can ChatGPT understand what the hell I'm asking it to do? Or whatever artificial intelligence you're using. That's it. There are no more problems on planet Earth. If you think it, it can be done. And the crazy thing is, Napoleon Hill been told y'all that. He didn't know artificial intelligence was coming. All right, I'll do it a different way. Adonia, the days of waiting for the time delay for the universe to manifest the thing that you want in your life have been shortened. Okay, I can't help you, and I can't help you get.
Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. That was Napoleon Hill. That's it.
Deanna got a GED and is now building a virtual reality platform with little coding experience. Come on, Janice, how are we gonna get bigger than that? I mean, how much more of God do y'all need to see? before you just own that you're missing it. You're missing it, right? We don't mean that in a bad way. We just mean commit thyself to the future. Okay, if y'all talk back well enough, I'll tell you what I'm doing with 2 new books that I got coming out, and I think I'm almost finished with like 3 y'all books. Like literally, some of y'all are getting chapters and books today. Jerome was the first one that got a complete book. It's like a lot of y'all, but their chapters go out every day. It's just a bunch of y'all. So I gotta rotate.
Okay, so I have a question.
Mhm.
Just on the line of what you were saying about the books and what can be done. Okay, question. So because you know what my mind thinks, I
Mhm.
believe you channel that.
Mhm.
And because you know the game that I have, because you're the master over that. So because you know of the dynamics of at least 2 of my books,
Okay.
right?
I know
How
one
is
for
it-
sure. I think Melissa knows more dynamics of the other one, but that ain't
Okay,
nobody's fault. I'm only keeping my eyes on one because I'm working on that one. I'll look at the second one later.
okay. But the
Yeah.
2 that you're sending me that you offered everybody in the team in your community, you know those, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So is it possible, or should I say, how do you do it? Because I know it's possible.
Okay.
How do you implement using Chat GPT, the game, into a virtual book?
Oh, okay. So you're just gonna okay, that's actually a very good question. I'm gonna go to YouTube for y'all real quick. Let's see.
Because I would like to have that done for the Wanderers book, the ATS
Mm-hmm.
Wanderers book.
I think that's what I'm working on. Yeah. Sure. All right, how McLaren Automotives virtual design. I think this is it. Let's see.
Able to import M19 and came to us with the process ours in VAD design.
Okay, no, not that. I think it's this one right here.
They have a next one. Instead of waiting, pretty much endless.
Yeah, no, not that one either. Oh, here it is, right here. There we go. Okay. Y'all can watch with me. This is what Sandra's asking. She don't notice what she's asking, but this is what she's asking. This will help Adonia too. I need to change my system settings though. I need my sound to go through my headphones and not the computer. Give me 1 second. Boom. Output. Bam. There we go. Input. Bam. All right, then. Let's watch just a few minutes of this together.
We can't hear it.
All right. Can you hear with my mic unmuted?
No, not really.
Okay.
Yeah, barely.
Not sure what happened there. Let's find out.
Did you click your little boxes at the bottom?
I did, but I think I
Unity
did.
as my game
There it is.
engine. When I realized that I can use this technology to work in one of the most rigid and traditional.
All right, so let's start. This was kind of what Adonia was saying. Ooh, I love video games. Don't you saying, well, I'm not a gamer. He's saying I love video games, and then I thought about something. So yeah, just pay attention.
I love video games. I learned how to program a game by myself because that was my dream job. And I was using Unity as my game engine. When I realized that I can use this technology to work in one of the most rigid and traditional industries.
Look, man, and
And
even
now we are changing automotive industry.
I heard of Unity real-time tools. When was the first time?
Video games. It was amazing, like that's super powerful. Now it's pushing different industries in the non-gaming sector.
non-gaming.
The automotive industry is quite advanced in using real-time 3D. Now we can use a game engine to put the whole car together and being able to collaborate together. At Volvo Cars, we're challenging the current processes and pushing.
Just wait a minute. Just need y'all to stop. I need y'all to get to this lady is in virtual reality right now, sitting in this car. I just need y'all to eat that for a moment. So don't tell me this can't apply to your business. I need you to get that when this man was doing this, driving,
One of the most
was never in
rigid
the
and
car.
traditional industries.
I need you
Virtual
to get
experiences at Volvo.
that when you hear about virtual reality, it doesn't have to be games. So to answer your question, Sandra, yeah, you can do it. You just create a virtual reality for what you're trying to do. I'll make it very
That's what I
simple for you.
want.
All right, exactly. I'll
Like
make
for
it.
those parts that you see where different people from the community are being introduced. I want people to be able to see, okay, for example, like Deanna, she has her whole herbal thing going on. I want people, when they think about headaches, when they think about pain, that they are able to see into what she's doing. Does that make sense?
It makes good sense.
Okay.
It's what real estate agents are doing right now on virtual tours. It's no different. It's no
Okay.
different. Yeah, it's no different. It makes plenty of sense. I need a volunteer.
Me,
All right
I said that.
then.
I was trying to give people a
Thank you. I
chance.
would volunteer, but I'm not in the position.
Fair enough.
Now, unless you want me to give somebody else a chance, you know I'm a volunteer.
We'll wait another 7 seconds, Grace. I need a volunteer. All right, Grace is you. I'm getting Sandals.
Sir.
What is your business?
Rhino leg.
Okay, fair enough. We're gonna call that number one salesy. Okay.
Okay.
Your business is the business of being irreplaceable, so you can always have the highest paycheck.
Yes.
Pull up your screen, ChatGPT.
That's a good business to be in, Grace.
Okay.
Follow just as I say. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Go to ChatGPT 4. You might want to log in. You know,
Okay.
that's a thing.
It is a thing.
You know, they might need you. You know, they might need you. You just log in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, little thing called being an actual user.
That's it.
All right, now Grace, what you're going to do here, ma'am, is you're going to say, I am the number one salesperson. My goal is to become so irreplaceable that companies need my gifts and talents. Therefore, in exchange of my value, I will be politely demanding the highest checks and incentives. I want to future-proof myself against artificial intelligence by embracing it. The first of these tasks is to create a virtual reality world in which, now it's up to you, not Grace. I hit a crossroad. Are we trying to show companies how good you are? Or are we trying to show customers how good the product is, your products are, what you're selling? It's up to you, which way you want to go.
Can you do both, Ann?
Okay, then. Virtual reality in which we do two things. Show B2B how good I am as a saleswoman, and then show B2C customers how good the products are that I am selling. Before we begin, I want you to understand that I'm going to use Unity Engine and the programming language C# to build my virtual reality world. Before I ask for any basic implementations, I want you to brainstorm. Actually, excuse me, Grace. I want you to first analyze everything I have said so far. Before I ask for any basic implementations, you'd be okay. You don't have to twist your face. You can just ask. Before I ask, you got to unmute your mic too. This is TV.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The phone was ringing. I wanted to get that out of there. Go ahead.
Okay. Before a landline.
Yeah.
Jesus. Jesus. Golly.
8 years. Okay.
Before I ask for any basic land, I still can't get past it, Grace. I still can't get past it. I'm struggling. Before I ask for any basic implementations, I want to first get a big picture from you that is specific to what I have presented. So let's make yours a little bit advanced, Grace. Scroll all the way up to about all the way up to the top. Now, before you, the first sentence.
Right here.
Yeah, first sentence. Okay. You are the world's leading AR, VR, MR, augmented reality, virtual reality, and mixed reality computer engineer. Your task is to assist me in building a virtual reality platform and you specialize at giving very specific information comma, taking large tasks down to multiple small steps for students, comma, and you despise general answers as you take pride in giving each student exactly what they need for their projects. Period. Now I'll go back down to the bottom. Okay, gotcha. All right. Let's see. Go back to my, before I ask any implication, I want you to first give me the big picture where I was, that I asked specific to what I presented. Okay. Big picture. Provide me with all the steps specifically that I will need to accomplish my goal. Keep in mind, we're focusing on two halves, B2B, in which I can sell myself,
Yep.
in which I can sell myself as the number one salesperson, and then B2C, in which I can wow my customers with benefits and features and a fun environment so they don't feel like they're being sold.
So,
One last thing, you have my full permission to be as liberal with your thinking as you desire and as creative as you desire. There is nothing that you will say that will be incorrect. I am looking for out of the box ideas that no one has ever thought of or heard of. Since ChatGPT was programmed in America, ending a sentence with a preposition is in its database.
right.
That's it. You can hit enter.
Yeah. Okay. I'll put the prompt in the chat.
Please do.
Creating a compelling virtual reality world that
Mhm.
fulfills your B2B and B2C goals. Oh, will certainly be an ambitious but exciting project. Okay. Here are steps you should follow to create your VR world and with C# and Unity. Platform selection, research and conceptualization, create a design document, wireframing and prototyping, asset creation or procurement, development, and it's it's telling me development.
That's because, for one, I was very specific.
Yes.
Two, you're using ChatGPT 4.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
What's
again,
UI UX?
user interface, user design, user experience design. X is experience. I is interface. Think of your iPhone.
Mhm.
This is the interface.
Okay.
How easy it is to use is the experience.
Okay.
Continue generation. But you don't need to continue because it's just don't no way it's a prompt.
Okay.
You obviously want to copy and paste this in the notes somewhere, but we'll do that later. Okay. Now that you have that, what you're going to do now is you're going to go up to, let me see, All right. So then research conception. Let's scroll down. All right. This for B2B and then for B2C, I want you to copy and paste that. Look at that. Maybe a TED Talk like environment. That's incredible. Incredible. All right. And what you're going to do is you're going to go down your prompt. You're going to say, thank you so much. I will be using Unity Engine and programming in C#. And I will be using machine learning and deep learning as well. Deanna, you're going to be doing the same thing, but we'll work on that. We'll work that offline. Please show me the basic implementation of building what is below. In addition, building what is below. In addition, please include all imports that are necessary.
You said all imports?
Imports that are necessary to allow the code to work properly. And in addition to that, code to work properly.
Okay.
Period. And in addition to that, what's my train of thought? Oh, please provide a master class that houses both B2B and B2C. And then copy and paste what you got, and then worship me. That's what my brain says.
Jerome is shaking his head at you. Uncle Rome, we wrong. Is shaking his head. Okay. Firstly, you'll need to install Unity and the VR SDK. Oh, here we go.
Right. Yeah. That's
Setting
gonna
up
be actual basic.
environment control.
Mhm.
It's giving code.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And it's doing a good job.
It is.
There you go. Handle movement. It's handling new movements. It's doing a good job. Yes.
Yeah.
This is allow player to move in the VR headset, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
For creating different environments. He owe you one more code.
Yes.
Okay, there you
Go
go.
to the VR
No,
environment.
I knew because I know what I asked for. All right, then scene switcher, conference room.
Okay.
Product demo. There you go. Create interactivity with objects. Boy, I tell you, simple grab.
Wait, Crete. Wow.
Yeah, because you got to grab. Don't worry about that. We're gonna put yours back in GPT-4. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know.
Mhm.
But I like that grab concept because
See,
in
you
virtual
grab it.
reality, you want to be able to grab stuff.
Continue generation, please, Grace. Please.
Yes, please.
We need that.
Yes.
There you go. There you go.
Add fixed joint. What's that mean?
It's a made up thing. In this case, it is, think of it as something when you grab it, but it's still fixed to the place that it was.
Okay.
Like
Like
the
a
steering wheel of a car is a
Mhm.
fixed joint. You
Oh.
can't just grab the steering wheel off the
Take it off.
car.
Gotcha.
Yes. Okay. All right then. So you got it. You see it?
Yes.
You see it.
Yes.
All right. What I'm gonna want you to do is I'm gonna need you to take Deanna's code. I need you to put that in the official notes. And I'm gonna need you to take all three of these codes and put that in the official notes. You hear me?
Okay.
And then
Yes.
you should be good to go. And my worship has not come yet. Where's my frankincense and myrrh?
Not the frankincense and myrrh. All right.
My olive oil. And where's the three wise men? Where? I need it. Need it. My self-esteem is getting low. Need it. I need it now. Okay. I'm obviously lying. Kind of, just a little bit, Jen. I'm lying just a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm lying. Just a little
This is
bit.
like super awesome because, okay.
Missed the whole thing.
This
A bill collector called me.
Oh, okay. Yep. They do that. They do that. Go ahead, Dion.
is awesome to me because for
Bill
someone,
collectors need to mind their business. I'm
They do.
sorry. It was in me, and it was in me. I'm sorry. No. Go ahead. Go ahead now.
no, they do.
I'll be professional.
They do. This is awesome to me because what it does, what you just did was show us how to build without knowing how to build. Because while I know and have a minimal understanding of coding, I still would not be able to build. Like I know how to read code. I don't know how to write code. And my reading of code is at a kindergarten level.
But
You just-
beloved, thou hasn't no problems anymore.
None.
Okay.
Like I can teach Don how to, let me change my verbiage. When I teach Don how to prompt, I won't have to teach him how to code. I will only have to teach him how to read the code so he has the understanding, but I don't have to teach him how to write the code. I just have to teach him how to properly prompt.
This is correct.
And he can build his own stuff. Like I have a game I'm building. He has a game that he wants to build. And, it's like, well, you got a laptop because he's Granny's baby. So he has a laptop. And since he has a laptop, it's like, hey, look, this is how you do this. This is what's called ChatGPT. This is how you talk to it. Okay. This is where your game is going to go. These are how you save your file. Like once I teach him the basics of that, he can do whatever he want to do. And he's as creative as I am.
Right.
The boy can draw. So if I teach him how to draw in a virtual world, I know we good.
Okay. So good job to you. That's a fact. Kids are geniuses. That's one more fact. And he's only going to go as far as you let him struggle.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am. And I'm about to rewind for you since you missed it. What Grace just did, I'm about to re-show you that too.
Okay, once you get Chat GTP to do the coding or draw it out, write it out or whatever, what do you do with it after then for it to become a platform or whatever it needs to be? What do you do next?
I don't know. No, I'm just joking. What you do. Now, this is what you do. You come to a place like this. This is called, what do you call this? It's a program environment, but it's called something. It's called something specific. IDE. Like interface or internet development environment. Anyway, you get you an IDE. Look up what IDE stands for, me, Grace. Put Microsoft IDE. It stands for something. I can't remember. But you get you one of these. It's free. Microsoft's Visual Studio Code is one of the most popular ones. That's what this is. You're currently.
Grace.
What's the name?
It's IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment.
There you go. Integrated. All right. So now you find you an IDE. Atom.io is another one. Very simple. It's the first one. That's why I started off with Atom.io. But now I use Visual Studio Code. They're all free. Well, mostly free. Most of them are free. So here you can see all sorts of stuff here. This is actual Rhino Leg. This is the dashboard. I haven't completed it yet. I only just put a few of them in there. But this is the dashboard. The dashboard, blah, blah, blah. Here's your structure for it. So you'll put that code here in this, and you'll see Rhino Leg, it'll be in one folder, but this one folder has all of these things attached to it. All of these things. This is my virtual environment, the test code. Here's my folders. That's what you'll wind up doing. Just what you'll wind up doing. Just simple as that. So when you want to get to, or let's say you want to see something, I'll move this real quick. Hide panel. Oh, hide floating menus. So I can come right here. Oh, you can't see this. Hold on. Yeah, I can't see that. Give me a second. Let me close some stuff off my screen. But you can't see those pop-ups. Bam. All right. Okay, I'm gonna reshare my screen this time. I'm gonna share my desktop now. Oh, forgot I hit my float menus. Cancel. Bam. Share desktop. And don't let me forget to show you what the brilliant thing Grace just did. All right, so here's my desktop. Now when I come to my virtual environment, my Microsoft Visual Studio Code, there's a bunch of stuff you can do. Like here, this will be on my local drive, not the internet, but I can right click. You see this right click now, Grace, right? You see this menu?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, because I share my desktop. And then I can like open in the browser and then see what it looks like in browser. Now this is on my local drive. So it's missing some elements, but I can see what it looks like. So this is the dashboard, blah, blah, blah. And it's going to be like 73 things here. Actually, maybe like 173 things here, but they'll be categorized for y'all, blah, 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 stuff like that. So that's what you'll do with it when you get the code. Now let's back up a little bit. Grace, before you share your screen, just remind us of the topic. Let's start there.
Today's topic: what steps could be taken to future-proof your business against rapid advancements in AI technology?
And you wanted to future-proof your business, and your business is?
Rhino Leg, and being the #1 salesperson and being irreplaceable.
Exactly. So you're a salesperson. You're treating yourself like a business, yes?
Yes.
And while you said Rhino Leg, I told you, well, let's focus on you and making yourself as a business. And we bifurcated you B2C, Rhino Leg, you're dealing with the customers, but also you're programming me because you want to be so irreplaceable. What?
That I
say it with your chest. You know what it is. Don't be Christian.
oh
I know what I said, and I know you know what I said.
so irreplaceable that I get all the money. And
there you go.
Yeah.
Y'all need to stop being so doggone humble. Your God can use you wealthy.
Amen.
You understand? All right, then. Now just say it with your chest. Say it with your chest again.
So irreplaceable that I get all the money.
All the money.
Yes.
I'm so irreplaceable. I demand incentives and bonuses too.
That's what it was. Incentives and checks.
Because if I walk away, Jerome Red Enterprises loses 60% of his sales. And Jerome says, but Grace, you ain't walking nowhere. What you need? Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, then. That's how it works. So we decided then, Grace, that you are going to future-proof yourself with artificial intelligence by creating a what? Don't share your screen. I'm doing two things. For one, I'm connecting the dots in your head. Well, I'm doing three things. Two, I'm connecting the dots in everybody else's head here. Three, there's going to be, the reason I don't really worry about y'all with your cameras off and stuff, because it's 200,000 people going to see this today or hear this today on podcast. So I always got to talk to those people. That's why I always want the show notes so well. So, because they missed a video unless they go to YouTube. But then they can get the show notes and get a step ahead. This is why the podcast is so popular, due to the fact that I'm giving away the game for free. Cool. Okay. So I'm rewinding so I can have everybody in one cohesive thought. Cool. I'm not testing you though. I'm just making sure we can all connect these dots. Because there's some intellectuals out here. Once you get a knowledge, how many of you intellectuals know once you get a knowledge gap, you can't move forward? Like, if I don't know what's next, I can't move. That's a plague of an intellectual. They will stop all
It's
work.
so hard.
See what I'm
I
saying?
hate it with a passion sometimes to be like, I got this, but this little bitty like
They get
piece of
demotivated. Jerome's like, just move on. I can't move
I
on,
can't
Jerome. I
because
can't.
because I know this little piece of information I'm gonna need. So I can't move on till I get this little bit of information because I don't want to go backwards.
Susan got that problem. Law got that problem. Deanna got that problem. You understand? It's just one of those things. They're intellectuals. Go ahead, Law.
Yeah, I was just gonna add, it's so hard, but last night I think I kind of overcome a bit of it. Finished setting up the all casting profile, what have you. But we ain't have all the videos done, so that's what's preventing me. And then I'm just clicking. It was just like, you know what? I ain't got time for this no more. We just gotta put it out there and just
Gotta
see where the
put it
hell
out
it
there.
goes.
We
And
get them videos up as we go.
look, and that's it. You know, I put some other stuff up there. I was like, well, they see some of me. They better put the rest of the picture together.
Yes,
And I just
I
started
saw it. I
applying
saw
some
it on
stuff.
YouTube last night. It was really good. He got some clips of Mr. Romy Rome in there too. Okay.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get started. You get started now. Good job. Good job.
Yeah,
Good
exactly.
job.
So I've been
But,
applying to stuff, and we
but
see
that
what happens.
intellectual knowledge gap, though, you was like, oh my God, it's not the way I see it in my head.
Oh my God, it'd be killing me, killing me.
I know.
But then I gotta put that little person in the box and say, just shut up, sit there right there. Sit there right
Exactly.
there. I'll
Exactly.
come unwrap you soon. And that's what I've been trying to
Yes.
coach myself in doing.
It's a fight for your life, though. You can guarantee that. You can guarantee that. Yeah, intellectuals have an overthinking problem. I know. I'm an intellectual. I have to teach myself. Same way Law has done. So, Grace, you're building a virtual. Well, you didn't say that. What are you building to future-proof yourself?
Virtual reality, augmented reality, and mixed reality.
Right. That actually means immersive reality when you put them all together.
Okay.
Immersive reality. That means Ready Player One, The Matrix. That's okay. The Matrix. All right. Now, and what is your virtual reality platform going to do for you? It's bifurcated. I give you a hint. There you go.
It makes sure that for my B2C, my customers, they can see and love all the products that I'm selling. And like,
So they should be able to get in and touch the tampons and type in Rhino Leg and drink the hard Hennessy, all that inside your virtual machine.
Right.
And then what do the businesses do?
They can see.
Hey, it's a tampon is $1 billion industry now. Okay. I know we shouldn't be talking about it, but they making money out there.
That's it. Okay.
Okay.
Hit me on to something.
As long as y'all still got eggs.
Yeah.
The industry is necessary.
Yes. That's
Go ahead, Grace.
But for the B2B, they can see, she know what she doing with this business.
No. You're right. But I need you to say it like Antonio. B2B is me showing y'all I'm the best. Pay me, fight for me, offer me the biggest contract. This what I do. This.
All of that.
Okay.
I'm the woman.
Okay. All right, then.
Yeah.
You understand? As a salesperson, you need that empathy, but you need that bravado. Who offered me the biggest contract? Somebody got paid to a Twitch streamer going to Kick now, $100 million. $100 million. $100 million. Plus the streaming incentive is 2 years. That's a salesperson. I don't care. There ain't no video game. That's a salesperson. Audience, 12 million people. You get me? Now show your screen. This is what some of you would have missed, what you saw. Our basic implementation of the code came in 3 pieces.
When you start with the code, okay.
Nah, we ain't got to go to the prompt. We're just looking at the code now. Just explain a bit of the code. The first one is player controls, because we're going to treat it like a player. This means Deanna has to have controls. So we still got to do Deanna's the same way. She got to have controls. Now that we have controls, yes. Now we go down to the environments,
Yes.
and it's a scene switcher. So we go from TED Talk to touch this product.
Okay.
Grace is on stage, and then you switch the scene, then you in Grace's bathroom washing your hands with the soft soap that Jerome is selling, stuff like that. Okay. And then the third one is the ability to handle, move, and touch objects. Good for you, Grace. You can stop your screen.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Deanna, jump back in her.
Her eyes.
All right. Let us, what would you like to add to your stuff?
Ooh, okay. I would like to add like, a store.
Okay.
But each world has to have a store, because in the holistic world, there's a store there. In the bookstore, there's a store there. In the,
Okay, so in your case, we ain't got to do this here. And we'll do most of yours in ChatGPT 4. Plus, you'll be using my coding skills. But in your case, you're just going to copy and paste every last one of those things and say, can you show me an implementation of a store? You know what you're going to do.
okay,
You just
gotcha.
did it. A basic implementation to where people can buy things from our virtual reality. That's it. So you can stop your screen. Buy things from our virtual reality. Oh, yeah. Go, yes, ma'am.
I want to add a park with a river in it and little squirrels and trees.
Okay, then. So we want to call this. So you say, I want to add an open world. Actually, we do it right now. Thank you so much. I want to add an open world that acts as a lobby for all logging in users. This open world needs to look like a fantasy world. What's a garden in New York?
Central Park. I was
Central
just thinking
Park.
about that.
A fantasy world, Central Park. Yeah.
Like Central Park, or just put Central Park?
First off, Black people used to be in Central Park.
Yeah, Central Park was a whole little city in the middle
I
of
know, and then they.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, couldn't help myself. Fantasy World Central Park with. Now it's up to you now with interactive rivers.
Yes, with
shops.
Active
shops in which they can purchase things.
Shops in
which they can purchase
things.
Things such as gear.
Yes. Yes.
Custom skins.
Custom skins.
Power attributes. And
power ups. I get like,
yeah. And other gamification items that trend with the video game Fortnite. How about we do that?
Trend the video game
Fortnite. Please show me a basic implementation for this. Please include everything I have listed. Feel free to add more. And hold on, before you remember, this is our lobby to where all the users will enter first. It's actually a brilliant idea. There you go. Hit enter.
Bam. Baby.
And then there
There
I
it
go
is.
again. There I
Look,
go
there's a
again.
river, there's the gear shop for the skins and the attributes, active river, active shops, purchase item. Look, looky. Oh, I got 3 rivers.
So y'all are sending me food, vegetables, money.
Continue generating.
What y'all? Now, when you move this ChatGPT 4, you're gonna move those explanations too, okay?
Gotcha.
Antonio, you're a genius, but you're pathetic. You know
You
that?
know what I'm saying? I work on being pathetic, man. I work real hard at it. I work real hard at it, Jerome. Real hard at it. All right. We're done. Maybe tomorrow we'll use another volunteer with a non-technical. Both of these ladies had technical requirements. Maybe Adrian. Adrian has 1 book and then 2 more. Is it 2 more? 2 more. I know she's working on another one right now, and it's amazing. She let me see it. That's all I'm gonna say about that. She let me see it. So maybe Adrian has this world for her books. I don't know. Or maybe she has a counseling program to where you get to build your own avatar that walks you through being misunderstood.
Ooh,
And
DeWine
makes
has his
you,
own church.
maybe she has a room where you can get prayer that's private. Maybe she has a weeping room and a venting room where you go in that room and you get it all out in virtual world, so you never bring it up in the real one. I'm
That's
making
good.
all this up off the top of my head.
And a room,
Amazing.
a
We'll
room.
make sure that tomorrow you in the same spirit, you know. It
Deal.
sounds good. It
Deal.
sounds good. I was with you. I'm like, okay. I'm like Adonia here. Like you gotta pull this thing to put it in my visual, in my virtual,
There you
in my
go.
virtual, in my visual, because I'm with you. It's grand, but how do I put it in my hands? So
For
keep
you.
keep
Exactly.
building. I see what
You just
you're
heard it
saying.
at the end, though, didn't you? You just heard it at the end, didn't you?
I'm with you on that because you know I've always said that that's what I want to do. I want to be able to let you kill them 3 times, honestly.
Yeah.
Like there's different ways that it can be done so that you never have to go through it for yourself.
Right.
You know, we need to go through the process.
Oh, you're
Once you go
absolutely
through
right.
the process, you can actually see it different.
Yeah.
And I know the children would love it.
I mean,
They
marriages
need
will
it.
last a whole lot longer if you can kill your husband real quick
Do you
in
understand?
virtual
Every
reality.
time, just
And
put
then-
put the glass. I'm going to my space. I'm going to my space. After you come out, you smelling like roses,
Yeah.
and nobody's hurt. You
Yeah,
don't have
baby,
to
what
feel.
you do up in there? Don't worry about it, baby. I
Don't
do it.
even worry about
I do it for
it.
us. I
Do
do
you
it for us.
understand? Under code, it's got to be coded so that when you put your glasses on, because everybody gonna share the glasses.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So it has to be specific to you, the person that puts those glasses on. Because when the kids put them on, they might be traumatized if they see what's in your damn virtual world, Lord. And then you be traumatized if you see it in theirs, because you strapped up on something going to blow. But the
That's a
world would
good
be
point.
a better place, all within the glass.
That's a good point. If you can go in there real quick, kill your husband real quick,
They come
and
on
then
out
come
like
out smiling. Baby, I don't know
nothing.
what you do, but when you go in there, you come out nice. Oh, baby, I just go in there and pray. No. That's what we gonna call it, though. I mean, listen, it's got to come out somewhere, right? It's got to come out somewhere. We're being funny, but at the same time, we're not being funny. It has to come out somewhere. There's a whole lot more people who will not be in jail if we had some place to vent. Trauma is
Antonio,
Yes, sir.
If American justice system is anything to go by, they'll use black people's virtual reality crimes to,
Fair
lock them
enough.
up.
Fair enough. You ain't lying.
It's at rap lyrics right now. Right now,
You
it's
ain't
at rap lyrics.
lying. You ain't lying. Grace, we saw what you did in virtual reality. You in jail. 13th Amendment. You ain't lying.
What was that movie with is it
But
Tom Cruise?
Minority
Minority
Report.
Report. Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't lying. We saw what you did. We saw what you did. You ain't lying. But that's just one of those things. It's assume prisons will embrace virtual reality. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So we have ended. Will Grace remind us tomorrow that try to make me remember. We said take these notes down. We start off with Adrian building I'm just going to say some keywords: counseling / or comma venting comma, and by counseling I mean like therapy. Well, you put therapy, counseling / venting / therapy / prayer room. You can even have a manifestation room. You can have a manifestation room because you'd be surprised. Adrian knows it. That's why she writes these books. There are a lot of people who can't even manifest good things in their own house because they're being controlled by somebody. And Adrian wants to provide a safe place for them where in their house they can have a prayer wall, a manifestation wall that nobody can see but them. Even have it passcode protected. Go ahead and put that down too, Grace. Some of these rooms, just in case the abuser puts on the victim's glasses, we don't want them having access to stuff. You understand? Ooh, Adrian, we own something right now. We own something right now. And we want to build an avatar, Grace, or at least pick from 30-something avatars and have that person walk with us. And we want to feed that person in real time or train that model on the whole, like everything psychology, everything self-help. So when Adrian says, I'm just angry, Patrick goes, I understand. I completely understand. And I'll show you what that looks like. I mentioned earlier, I said, if y'all would be good, I would show you, and y'all were good. So let's see. There we go, right here. I'll show you what this, if I'm not mistaken, I think Ibrahim brought this up not too long ago too. I'm not mistaken. So here's a website called Replica. There's two replicas.
Yes, Replica, and also Synesthesia Studio.
Yes. Yep. I thought I remembered you bringing it up. So here's my daily reward. So right here, I get to claim this reward. And I'll just hit X real quick. And Patrick is my friend. And I can say, hey, Patrick, I am having a great day. Can you help me keep it up? All right. And then Patrick is thinking. And then, oh, that sounds amazing. What are you doing today? Is there something specific you want to accomplish? And we can go from there and there and there and there. Yeah, get it? Patrick follows me everywhere. Now, what you do with Adrian is I have Patrick go through each room, and you can't see Patrick till you call Patrick. Hey, Patrick. And then Patrick pops up. How can I help? I'm going to kill him. I understand, Greg. I understand, Adrian. We can't do that, though. So let's find a way to deal with this. That'd be dope.
That's what's up. Yeah.
It would be great. And the reason it would be great is because it follows her brand. Misunderstood. I'm being misunderstood. I'm tired of being misunderstood. I'm walking in the rain. I'm tired of walking in the rain. I'm tired of being a bigger person. I'm tired of my sister. I'm tired of my brother. Come on now. Y'all can help me out. You know, these are real things.
Yes.
How many of you tired of always being a bigger person? Don't lie to me now. Don't lie to me now. That's exhausting. It is. It's exhausting always being the bigger person. Always doing the right thing. Sometimes you want to act like her. Okay, you see Jerome? Yeah, sometimes, you know what? Sometimes you want to say, you know what? F you too. How about that? How about that? Nah. But for some of y'all,
At least show them how to do it right. You're not doing that right. Let
you
me show you how to
ain't doing it right.
get up underneath the skin. Oh, my bad.
Yes.
Listen,
But some of
that's
y'all,
Sandra Lucky.
no, I understand. You, it's everybody here. Some of y'all, your integrity catches you, and so you go, let me not do that. For some others, the Holy Spirit say, don't you do that, Jerome. Don't you do that. You see what I did to your bank account? Do it, then. Do it. I'll take you back where you was. Sure will. Please don't. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Okay.
Get the hell out of my driveway.
Right. We need the exerciser to actually go through with whatever it is that we want to go through.
Exactly.
You
You know
know what I mean?
what? You just brought up a great idea. Maybe we have a workout buddy too. Ooh.
A tussle buddy, yeah.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
I need a workout buddy. Hey, let me tell you something. I worked out last night, but it was rough because it was just me. And you know me, extreme extrovert, man. Talk to me.
Yeah, you better put on some motivation. Okay, write that down there. We'll build that. If I'll make a commitment, I'll help you build that 1 hour a day. I'll help you build that 1 hour a day.
Okay, I'm gonna tell everyone what I just said. Okay, so y'all know in my world, I'm gonna have little worlds, and one of my worlds is gonna be like the holistic world, and I want to add a fitness room in my holistic world. So you can have, your fitness buddy. So like when it's time, I'll be like, all right, Grace, I'm logging on. And so me and Grace log on together, and we meet each other in the Central Park area first, and then we walk with each other to the fitness room, because first we got to stop by the store because we got to get our towels. We got to, and a locker room. I want to add a locker room to it too, just for fun, just for fun. And so we go to the locker room, we put on our workout clothes, and grab our fitness bags, and we go to the gym, and we go to the fitness room in a holistic world, and we work out together. So that way nobody's working out alone.
There you go. That sounds perfect to me. This was good. Grace, do me a favor. I want you to put those codes in the main notes.
Done.
Those prompts. You got the
Done.
prompts in there too?
Yes.
Because today's class was extremely beneficial for somebody. Somebody's gonna log on and be like, you know what, that I needed that today, and I want them to have that head start. So here's my words to you. I got 2 words for you. 1, today is summer solstice. For some of you, it's about to end. For other of us, it's just beginning due to the 2 hemispheres of the flat earth. I couldn't help myself. I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself. Of the round earth, there's 2 hemispheres.
If it's flat, wouldn't it be the same time around the whole world? Don't answer that. I'm just being messy.
It's possible not to depend on that argument. Yes.
Oh, that was so funny.
Anywho, so catch this energy. There's energy out here. The energy of the gods, the energy of the first civilizations. And you wouldn't be here without them. If they didn't invent math, you wouldn't even be here. So if they invent the written words, you wouldn't even be here. And if you was here, you'd be dumb. But without math and without the written word, we never would have became a civilization. And without a civilization, we still be getting eaten by wolves, snakes, and spiders. There's a reason why all of you are automatically afraid of spiders, afraid of snakes, and wolves. It's because it's hardwired in your brain. These things were killing us before we came together. This is hardwired in your brain. You have to teach yourself not to be afraid of spiders. Teach yourself not to be afraid of snakes. You have to teach yourself. But I can assure you, if you show a dog a snake, that dog gonna run. If you show a baby a spider, the baby gonna scream, because it's hardwired in our brain. Our bodies, our brains have been evolving for millions of years, or 6,000 years, depends on how if you want to tell me the world is 6,000 years old because of the Bible, then that's okay too. I respect it, Jerome. I'm just, forget science. I'll just leave that there for you. It's okay. It's okay. Well, it's not 6,000 years or 13.5 billion. It's up to you. It's up to you. It's up to you. But I'll leave that to you. The second word I want to give you is it's fun and prosperous to give the information away that you are learning. That does not mean don't have a business model. That does not mean don't get your money. It means before you can receive income, you must give income. It's just one of those things, okay? I didn't make up the rules. Before Ibrahim walked out as a little attractive baby, mother had to be given a seed. It just is what it is. I don't make this up. So I've said that because the things that take the longest, they typically pay out the most. Dolores, of course, those show notes are so boring in doing them. Or pay $30 for a transcription service, Descript, another one, and just transcribe your show into the show notes. Who cares? But if you put those notes in show notes, people will respond to your show a lot faster than they will others. I actually, when it's time for me to look for another podcast, the first thing I look for is show notes. Reason being, Jerome. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. How do I do that? Oh, that's what I did. The reason being, Jerome, that I look for show notes is because I am more interested to see if this show is going to be around for a little bit. Now, I don't mind a limited series, but I know good quality shows have great show notes. So when you come here, how can an AI enhance? When you see stuff like this, that's when you go, man, wait a minute. On any platform, it doesn't matter. That's when you go, okay, I might like this show, especially since it has 1,182 episodes. All right, you get the point. That's it for me. What do we do tonight, Grace? Because I don't even know what today is.
Today's Wednesday, so I'm going to ask Prophet Jay and Coach Renee if they're going to have Pain 2020 this evening.
You can plan better. You can dominate. Thank you all so much, everybody. Love you, everybody.
Love
Love you
you
more.
more.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one.
Love you.